Who cares? Like, every woman, according to today, is fine. Every woman is beautiful. According to, today's standards, if you call a woman anything other than a 10, then, well, you're going to be crucified. You're going to be labeled a misogynist, or a person like me, I'm going to have internalized misogyny, and you hate women. Women are allowed to say these things about men openly. We know that mainstream media, we know social media that are run by the elites, that are run by corporations, that are doing everything in their power to destroy the patriarchy and keep feminism at the forefront. Women are allowed to say these types of things with no shame, with no blowback, with no cancellation, with no one having any problems with it. But if a man was to say the same thing, or say that he wants a woman, as my good friend Kevin Samuels will say, was fit, friendly, and feminine, how could you say that? How you can say that? But there we see the 3 F's that they have. So they have taken the 3 F's that Kevin Samuels had and popularized, and a lot of men agreed with him, and they demonized all men who agree with Kevin Samuels. They celebrated his death. But then you can see they can freely say this. And these are women who work for big media. They're not afraid of losing their jobs. They're not afraid of being canceled. They're not afraid of... Look, my mic is moving away when I go on my rants now, guys. They're not afraid of anything. They know there's going to be no blowback. They're not going to be any consequences. And this is what we see today. We see this also in the divide between the left and the right. If you are more conservative and traditional, you can't say anything. Look at the football player who gave the commencement speech. They say the freedom of speech and people have choices and you don't have to agree with it, but nobody should be canceled and all that. Nope. If you disagree with them, if you say a woman is a woman and a man is a man, well, then you need to be death to you. But they're allowed to say whatever they want. If you're left or you're liberal or you agree with the woke corporate media, then it's okay. It's okay to do these things. Now, it's surprising to me because I think Stephen A. has so much clout and so much, a position of power now at ESPN with Disney, that he can now freely speak his mind on a lot of topics. And I actually give kudos to him because he has really come out the gate speaking truth to power and speaking truth on a lot of these topics. It may not be to the degree that some people want, but I do think I'm actually quite surprised at how open he's been able to be. But I guess if you get to a certain level of power, hey, they need him. So they can't cancel him for speaking up on these things. But let's continue.
Funny, fine, and potential are 3 categories. Not 3. Funny, fine, and financial are 3 categories. She said money and threw the F word in there before that. That F word before money counts, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really, really does. Are you ladies willing to admit that? This is not a question for myself. It's not a question for the fellas. Joy Taylor threw that out there while Taylor Rooks nodded in affirmation. So I'll throw this to the ladies out there. From everybody from corporate America to the shade room to the digital stratosphere to any way you choose. If you're a woman, I ask a simple question. Funny, fine, fucking money. That's 4 categories. You don't believe me? Let me play it for you again so you can see it for yourself. Go ahead, Grit.
Fine, funny, fucking money. You're throwing...
I'ma say it again.
When she said that you're throwing away everything else, when it comes to this, if he has effing money, and effing money means big money, okay? What do we say? Women want the 6'6" nowadays. Women want, you have to be over 6 feet tall. Really, 6'3" is now what women are claiming. You have to have over 6 figures, but let's be honest, a lot of women are delusional.
And see, the F's for Samuels was fit, feminine, and friendly. So you had to be friendly, fit, and feminine. Those were the 3 F's, I think. I think the friendly might be off, whatever, but you get the gist. Now we're twisting it to 4 F's. Fucking finances, fine, and whatever the fuck else they said.